Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the BYU Cougars, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. Looking for some space. It's Davis. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The shotgun running play call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
On third down, he drops to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff in a single back formation. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action.
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Across the 40. Inside the 20. Past the 10. That's a potential game changer. The pick and the big return.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First and goal here for the offense. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. The defense showing blitz. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, BYU. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's low. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Breaks a tackle into the clear. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled on the play, but there is a flag down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Inside the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown for Brigham Young.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
Bringing it out. It's low. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. That's caught. It's Dickey. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Linebackers making some adjustments now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So second and 10 after the previous play. Back to pass. It's Moore. Bringing pressure.
That is fucking trash, bro.
There is a flag in the play. We'll check that out.
Garbage,
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Right call, but the man got stuck for no reason. Oh, bullshit, bro. Got stuck because of my own fucking guy. Shit's trash.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Breaking tackles. Solid gain, gains the ball to a 43.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Falls incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Grab down the middle. It's James. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Trying to find room. It's James.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Dickey. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Can he get there on the ground? Fighting him off. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. The big fullback's got it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense and just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
To the air, it's Moore. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. Fires it on the move. Catch made, a lot of space now. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. And the extra point splits the uprights. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Gonna run it. It's Davis. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Off target and incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not really pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
Touchdown, Oregon. Huge play by the special teams. A punt return to take the lead in a playoff game. A moment we're not going to forget.
And keep in mind, they're playing to get to the national championship, and you make this play, the return man makes the play, but really it were the blocks that set him up to be able to give him enough room in that alley to get him to the end zone. Great job by the entire unit.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making a tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Dropping back, it's Anderson. Running out of time in the pocket.
Oh,
and the pass
fuck.
is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, he was keeping them out of the end zone.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Ducks. This passing game is on fire today. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On the run, it's Davis. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Keeping it on the ground here. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Anderson. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Just trucks through the defender. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Lets it go quickly. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch.
Boy, this is a big play by this offense. They go on the post route. It's a perfectly run route. It looks like the ball is going to be overthrown, but how about the receiver laying out to bring that one in for the big gain?
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
1st and goal, handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, BYU.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's low. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. Sacked, dropped at the 3. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
This defense recognized that this offense wanted to throw the football. They pinned their ears back, got into attack mode, and came up with a nice sack.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He's free around the 15. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Now the 40.
That is,
the 30.
I hate that dumb shit,
Crosses
man.
the 10.
That's fucking trash,
Takes it
bro.
all the way to
So
the house.
trash.
Touchdown, Oregon.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
See if they can get the point out. BAT is good, so it's 35-21. Minna's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Cougars will kick this away to start the second half. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Looking to pass. It's Moore. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yards to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Handoff to the right side. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Defense is coming after him. And the first
strip sack this
play there.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, a great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
And there's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Using his legs, it's Davis. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. To throw, it's Anderson. He's running out of time here. And it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Ducks. Kicking team after the PAT try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The BYU offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it, trying to extend the play. He's going to pull it down and run. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Nice grab. It's Martin. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain. The Cougars come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Brigham Young. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession, they were able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Fights off a defender. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
BYU 29.
first play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Handoff to the back. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. The back's got it. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
And now from the pistol formation. On the ground, it's James. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
It's a quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Moore. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Great move in the open field. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up the 1st down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, BYU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll set up to throw. And he's got it. So they convert the 2-point conversion, get it back to a 2-score game to keep their slim hopes alive. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. It's a defense. You got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to pass. It's Moore. It's a quick grab.
Come on, bro. That game.
Yardage very near the 40.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's James. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Takes the handoff again. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but the game moves the ball to the 36.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
The tight end has got it. Touchdown, Ducks. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine in a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Dropping back, it's Anderson. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
2nd down after the incompletion. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Brigham Young. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like...
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Pass midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Fights through the tackler. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Mm-hmm.